Are you someone who seems to struggle with their weight year after year? You start a New Year's diet only to abandon it a few weeks or months later. If that's the case, you might want to attempt reverse dieting. Reverse dieting is a practice in which you gradually increase your calorie intake to assist your body in adjusting and maintaining its new weight. Reverse dieting, unlike typical diets, allows your body to regulate its own metabolism, avoiding the dreaded weight gain rebound. So if you're looking for a long-term solution to losing weight, reverse dieting might be the way to go. The diet after the diet, as reverse dieting is known, is especially popular among bodybuilders and competitive athletes who want to boost their energy levels while still losing weight and preserving their body composition. While some people believe that reverse dieting might help them lose weight and gain vitality, others believe that it is unnecessary and ineffective. This video examines reverse dieting in detail to see if it is effective for weight loss. What is reverse dieting exactly? Reverse dieting, as previously mentioned, is an eating plan that involves gradually increasing your calorie intake over several weeks or months to boost metabolism and help your body burn more calories throughout the day. It's commonly used after a calorie-restricted diet by people who want to return to a regular eating pattern without gaining weight or fat. Some proponents of the plan claim that it can increase energy, decrease appetite, and aid with weight reduction plateaus. So how does it work? Well, most diets involve cutting calories to generate a calorie deficit, which is eating less calories than you burn. But your body adapts over time, slowing down your metabolism in order to conserve energy. This can be an issue if you're ready to return to a regular diet but want to keep your weight off, or if you've reached a calorie limit and can't lose any more weight. Instead of beginning with a restrictive diet, reverse dieting starts with a time of reverse or maintenance eating. The goal at this point is to gradually increase calories and macronutrients until you reach your pre-diet weight. After that, you can gradually cut calories again but at a much slower pace. The notion is that by starting with a maintenance diet, you can prevent the metabolic slowdown that commonly happens when beginning a traditional diet. Reverse dieting also helps to reset your hunger cues, making it simpler to stick to your diet over time. How do you go about putting together a reverse diet? A reverse diet can be set up in a variety of ways, but the main concept is to start by adding 100 to 200 calories per day and gradually increase your calories by 5 to 10% every week or two. The idea is to take it slowly and listen to your body. If you gain weight too quickly, you can always cut back on your calories. You may safely and effectively reverse diet your way to your optimum weight by following these simple steps. Here are the specific procedures for you to follow in order to accomplish this. Number 1. Decide how you'll keep track. Regrettably, relying on your recollection will not be enough. To successfully reverse diet, you must keep track of your intake and account for everything you ate that day. Most nutritional tracking applications work well and can provide additional information, but whatever approach you use to get your present weight will most likely be enough. However, keep in mind that accuracy is essential. Your caloric standards must be precisely adjusted if you want to gain weight slowly and consistently without regaining any extra fat. With that said, make sure you keep meticulous records. Number 2. Calculate your calorie intake. If you've been dieting, you should have a rough idea of how many calories you've been consuming, but make sure you've been tracking your calorie intake and averaging your body weight for a week or two to obtain a true picture of your nutritional status. It's time to add some more nourishment to initiate the weight growth process once you've decided that your current caloric intake is sustaining your weight. To start your reverse diet, aim for very little increase in your current intake. Some sources recommend a 1 to 5% increase. If you're not sure where you stand with your calorie requirements, now is the time to use a simple calorie calculator to help you out. Number 3. Configure your macros. Because of its impact on muscle maintenance and hypertrophy, protein is likely the most crucial macronutrient for a reversal diet. The first step is to determine your protein intake, which should be between 1.8 and 2.4 grams per kilogram of body weight. Dietary fat comes next and is necessary for proper body function. Make dietary fat 20 to 35% of your overall calorie intake to cover all bases. Finally, you should get the rest of your calories from strong carbohydrate sources. There is nevertheless some leeway here. You can change your macros to include more fat or protein and fewer carbs as long as you stay within the minimal dosages. Number 4. Assess and monitor. The simplest approach to keep track of your reverse diet is to weigh yourself every day and average the results. While a visible increase in body weight is to be expected, especially if you're eating a lot more carbs than you're used to, you can alter your overall consumption as needed if you feel you're gaining weight too quickly. If you're using the scale to track your progress, make sure you weigh yourself under the same conditions every time, ideally in the morning after using the restroom and before consuming any food or beverage. Beyond the scale, your progress should be guided by your gym performance and how you look in the mirror. An increase in calorie intake beyond maintenance levels should result in obvious gains in squat rack or deadlift platform performance, and the cautious surplus should mean little to no extra fat along the way. So what are the advantages of following a reverse diet? You get extra food. Adding calories back in means you can eat more. You may keep fat gain to a minimum while improving your quality of life and overall mood if you gradually add those calories back in. Good mental health. It might be mentally exhausting to have your caloric intake restricted for a lengthy period of time. At times, it can make you feel sluggish, weary, and angry. Reverse dieting allows you to safely exit a caloric deficit, providing psychological comfort, especially if you've been dieting for months. Consistent weight gain. Following a diet, it's common to revert to your former eating patterns, drastically boosting your calorie intake. This frequently leads to fast weight gain. A well-planned reverse diet, on the other hand, can help you gain weight steadily and consistently without such large swings on the scale. Slow and gradual changes will prepare you for whatever nutritional program you choose later, so don't be afraid to try it. Who is a good candidate for a reverse diet? Not everyone is a good candidate for a reverse diet. You probably won't require a reverse diet if you merely reduce your calorie intake for a few weeks. You probably don't need a reverse diet if you quit drinking soda or eating refined sugars and lost weight as a result of the caloric deficit. A reverse diet is recommended for people who have been in a severe caloric deficit for a long time. If you're a yo-yo dieter, bouncing from one diet or eating plan to the next, a reverse diet is for you. Cycling between restriction and indulgence can disrupt metabolic stability, making it difficult to accurately measure your nutritional requirements. A well-controlled reverse diet should provide a solid foundation on which to base nutritional selections. Reverse diets are significantly less complicated than they appear. A decent reverse diet will help you get your nutritional practices under control if you're at the end of a long, arduous weight loss program or have just been diet hopping for far too long. Rather than reverting to your previous eating habits, reverse dieting can help you achieve success in the kitchen, which will pay off in the gym. Getting back to a healthy calorie level without all the fat that comes with the end of a diet can make all of your hard work worthwhile.